Hey, it's Dave Brown here, host of Now with Dave Brown on AMI. Check out this latest highlight from the show.
I've been trying to tell a different story. I find balance and I'm tipping off. Would tell grandma I beef with a shorty. I won't panic when they send her for me.
Welcome back. It's Now with Dave Brown, broadcasting live from Halifax, Nova Scotia to mark International Albinism Awareness Day. The song you are hearing is Balance by RobenX. RobenX is a stage name of Robdarius Brown. He is a genre-bending rapper based in Memphis, Tennessee. He is a person from the albinism community, and RobenX has dedicated his mission as an artist to raising awareness about albinism and anti-bullying. Hey, RobenX, welcome to the show. Thanks for making the time today. It's appreciated.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Really excited to have this conversation, and I want to start talking about your music. You've been making music for a long time now. What initially started your journey in the music world?
Well, as you can see, I'm a person with albinism. When I was growing up, I was extremely bullied, and that led me to almost taking my own life. My escape was music. My mom literally was telling me the other night how I would sit in front of the box when I was a little boy at 2 years old and watch all type of music videos until I would fall asleep. Music has always been an avenue for me to find purpose, find escape, find solace. And when I started to freestyle, people would notice and look at me not as just a white boy, but as the person who could rap. And that was much different than just being the white boy. Bullying literally altered my mind for a minute and almost led me to take my own life. So it was a very difficult time in my life, and music brought me out of it.
I'm part of the community too, and I have some empathy with that. As a child and as a teenager, I was bullied quite a bit for being different as well. I know it can be difficult to talk about, but what were some of the ways that people treated you? How did they treat you so differently? I know in my cases, sometimes it was smaller stuff, like people taking my hat or hiding my glasses and bullying me in that way. But if you're comfortable with it, how would you describe your experience with bullying as you were a younger person?
It definitely started with name calling. I mean, people called me all sorts of things. Whatever you can think of that's white, I was probably called it once or twice in my life. Besides that, it started to elevate as we grew up a little bit, started to get in those upper grades, like third, fourth grade, things of that nature, where things started to become a little physical. Or I was being knocked unconscious in my apartment complex at 9 years old. There's even stories from my cousins, probably I'm too little to remember, but they've related to me, where I was jumped at a park at one point. It's those type of attacks on my person that led to the deeper depression.
How are you using your platform now to raise the importance of anti-bullying and doing that advocacy from a year-round perspective?
In whatever ways I can, whether that's making a children's book titled The Colors of Oli, where a kid who can see color in a place where color doesn't exist. Essentially, colors just represent differences. If you don't accept people for who they are, then you live in a world of black and white. If it's not that, then it's going to schools, it's stepping outside into the community in any ways that I can. My voice now is changing too as I age, as I make music. I'm even working on a track called EMT, which is about the struggles of the world. Not even just about bullying, but about how we as humanity are being under attack, whether it's Palestine, whether it's Congo, whether it's here in the States, where our rights are always called into question during political spouts. My platform is used to stand for humanity in general, whether that's anti-bullying, whether that's albinism awareness advocacy, whether that's my humanitarian work, my goal is to unite us all and to stand for the people.
Beyond the therapeutic benefit that you derive from making the art or writing a children's book, why do you think art ends up being such a wonderful way of engaging in advocacy?
I think it's universal to connect with something that is so personal. It's a window into every artist's world, whether they're a painter, whether they're a poet, whether they are a videographer. You're just getting a moment into their space, this world from their unique perspective. And people need something to connect to, even if they can't relate to it themselves. They just need to know that somewhere, somehow, someone is creating and sharing their own stories. It gives them a voice in that way.
I want to talk a little bit more about your music. I was at the gym yesterday getting all fired up listening to your tracks, and you heard in the intro there I described you as genre bending. And that is true. Your music evolves not just within songs, but from song to song. I'm curious what your approach is to putting those pieces together, because it's really creative and it's really quite the texture sonically.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I think I spend a lot of time trying to feel what the universe wants me to say, what needs to be said, and what I internally need to say. Music is a way for me to process things too. So it's my way of writing down my thoughts, sorting through my problems, sorting through the problems of the world. That's what I usually do before I approach a song. Is this what the universe needs right now? Is this what I need right now? And I think that comes out in different genres because I grew up with rock music and rap music. I mean, my influences are Korn and 3 Days Grace and System of a Down, Slipknot, that whole bit. And then on the rap side, you have like Kendrick Lamar, Tech Nine, you have 3 6 Mafia, Bone Thugs and Harmony, just all these fusions in different walks of life. DMX, for example, one of my favorites. We even have the same birthday, ironically. Funny thing there. So just fusing all these different perspectives and struggles, I always try to approach it in a way that I'm saying what the universe needs or what I need.
Being that both of us are members of the albinism community, we share some things in common, and one of them is light sensitivity. I'm currently here in a TV studio getting blasted by some lights. You're popping up on stage doing performances getting blasted by light as well. How have you adapted to light sensitivity in your professional life, but maybe even in just your personal life, day to day as well? I mean, you're down there in the south, and that sun shines in the summer pretty aggressively.
Yeah, it definitely does. I definitely, specifically on stage, I mean, those lights they're on fire. I mean, they're hot. I'm normally just trying to either zero in on the crowd or find a point of reference somewhere out there that I can see, because sometimes the lights are so bright I can't actually see the crowd. I normally try and find a point of reference or something to like lock on to so I'm not focused on the light. That's what usually helps me. Or if I'm in public, man, I'm ducking and dodging light at all costs, whether that's the hand or whatever. I'm just trying not to get too much in the way of that.
What about stylishness, right? I mean, sunglasses are a fashion accessory for guys like you and me. It's function as well. Found something that works for you from a fashionable point of view, but also still has the functionality going?
Dude, I used to wear hoodies so much. I mean, I would wear hoodies in 150 million degrees, whether I wear I loved hoodies, dude. As I've aged though, I typically just kind of gravitate to being in more inside areas. So I'm not even as outside as I used to be. I mean, I'm usually only out there to run, or I'm doing some humanitarian work, or I'm performing. So I'm not even outside as much as I used to be. As a kid, though, I was hoodie. I would just throw the hoodie on and mob against the storm every time.
I want to wrap up the conversation going back to your art and your work. What does RobenX have coming down the pipeline? Where should folks go to check out what you've got going on? I know you just dropped a new single a couple of months ago.
Yeah. So if you're looking for me, I'm RobenX everywhere. That's RobenX. Right now, I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. My Instagram is down for the moment, and that's okay. But you can find me on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you like to listen to music, I'm there. And if you're looking for The Colors of Oli, it's in every major bookstore. So that's Amazon, that's Barnes and Nobles. Wherever you want to order that book, please. It supports me a lot, and the book means a lot to me as a person with albinism, creating a book about albinism without focusing on the topic.
Well, keep up the amazing work with the art, with the advocacy, and everything in between. All the best. Keep the great music coming, and let's talk again down the road.
Please, thank you so much for this interview and giving me your platform, man. And happy Albinism Awareness Day.
Indeed. Happy to have you aboard and along for the ride. That's RobenX. Like Robin said, you can check out the work, RobenX, RobenX, on your favorite music platform and on YouTube. And you can check out the website as well, teamrobenx.com. Let's get a little bit more of RobenX's music on the way out the door here. The song is called Mercury.
Do you want to dive into more conversations like this? Watch Now with Dave Brown weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on AMI TV or download the podcasts wherever you listen.